But welcome everyone to Good Morning Mason. This is our second time, I believe, doing our virtual meeting, and it's a real pleasure to be able to see everybody after all this time away. And hopefully everyone can hear me there okay. So we'll go ahead and get started. Everyone, I think, hopefully has got a copy of the agenda that was emailed to them. If not, I'll just kind of lead us through it. And I want to say thanks always to our sponsors, sponsored today by Dart Bank, but also looks like Consumers Energy. And so thanks so much to everyone who sponsored us and made this possible. We do have speakers lined up. We allot 2 minutes of time to each one of our speakers, and we're asking everybody to try and stay as close to that 2 minutes as possible. We do have one exception, though. We've got 5 minutes for our sponsor from Consumers Energy. And that's Jessica, the Community Affairs Manager, who has some information to share with us from them. Go ahead, Jessica.
Thank you so much, John. And I'm jealous your kids are in school because mine are not. So as John said, I'm Jessica Tamontana. I'm the Community Affairs Manager for Ingham, Eaton, and Ionia counties with Consumers Energy. And I'm really happy to see everyone today. So good morning. Consumers is really proud. We support local businesses, and we've donated more than 2.3 million to try and provide a lifeline for small businesses across the state, especially focusing on female and minority-owned businesses. So that's important to us. Something I wanted to share a little bit about today was Consumers Energy's Clean Energy Plan. You may have heard about it. It's our commitment to protect the environment and trying to embrace an innovative, affordable energy solution. So our Clean Energy Plan makes Michigan a clean energy leader, and your involvement both at home and as a business owner is an integral part of this plan. So we're working to add more renewable energy. Our goal is to help meet 90% of our customers' electric capacity needs with clean energy sources. So when I say clean energy, I mean wind and solar. And in fact, we recently completed work on Grashit Farms. So it's a wind project that added 60 wind turbines and 150 megawatts of wind energy. So you all have the opportunity to join us on our clean energy journey. That translates to reducing energy use through energy solutions. So energy efficiency, smart thermostat programs, or even demand response business programs. So those are for businesses or people who are just at home and want to look at possibly how they might be able to lower their bills. So our future is powered by clean, renewable, and innovative energy. And what we're trying to do through this program is put people in Michigan in the driver's seat, give them the ability to lower their bills and ultimately reduce their impact on the planet. So I know we're not in person right now, which is a little bit weird, but I can tell all of you are invested in the community because you're here today. And you're a big part of sparking this change. So you can join us and help be the catalyst to leave this world in a better place. I know COVID-19 is weighing on the hearts and minds of many of us, but here at Consumers Energy, we really don't want to lose sight of important priorities like protecting our planet and really helping generations to come be proud of the imprint that we left. And personally, I have 2 young daughters that I mentioned are unexpectedly at home, but I want to be able to share with them an important message that I helped share with all of you, that I did my part and then I worked really hard to help protect our planet and the generations who follow. So I know that we're in this together, Mason and Ingham County residents. I want all of us to help be part of the solution. So thanks again for having me today. Special thanks to Sarah Russell for coordinating consumer support of Good Morning Mason, and thank you.
Thanks, Jessica. Appreciate it. And I can vouch for the smart thermostats, at least. We've got one of those in our house, and it really does make a big difference in how we run our power through the house, and until the Wi-Fi goes out, and then we have all sorts of trouble. But aside from that, it works great.
We had that happen too. I get it.
Next we have, well, this is our annual meeting for the chamber. And so we've got a couple of special things today, but we'll have Jeff Hauter, chamber president, come up and explain how the next couple of minutes here are going to work. Go ahead, Jeff.
Good morning, all. Thank you, John. Before the rest of our Good Morning program this morning, we will take just a few minutes to have our annual meeting. I am, as John said, Jeff Hauter. I represent A&W Restaurants here in Mason. and I'm your 2020 Chamber President. I now call to order this Mason Area Chamber of Commerce annual meeting. Would the current members of the Chamber Board in attendance please raise your hand? Thank you for your leadership, and we appreciate everything you've done and all your dedication to the Chamber this year. It is now my pleasure to introduce the newly elected members of the Mason Area Chamber of Commerce Board of Directors. We'll start new 3-year terms on January 21st, 2021. They are Mark Howe of Dart Bank, Kim Crawford of Dart Container Corporation, Angela Wright of Independent Bank, Don Kill of the Mason Optimist Club, and Gina Keller of Salon 130. On behalf of the Mason Area Chamber of Commerce, thank you to those individuals for taking a leadership role. Now, would all those in favor of certifying their election, please raise your hand. Any opposed, same sign. Seeing no opposition, their election is hereby certified. As we welcome our new board members, we would like to acknowledge the members that are coming off the board this year. Beth Gator of Independent Bank, Cheryl Benjamin, Dart Corporation, Debbie Shattuck, Maple Street Mall, and Mike Walsh of the Kiwanis Club. Our new members will be joined by our continuing board members, Jamie Robertson of Bestsellers, Daryl's Market and Hardware, and the Vault Deli, Mark Voss, Mason Insurance, or Mark Voss, Farm Bureau, Melanie Squires, First National Bank of Michigan, Mary Tressel of Dart Bank, Vicki Vandenbell of the Experimental Aircraft Association, Chapter 55, Jody Somerville of Mason Public Schools, and Don Waskevich of Deep Blue Insights, and of course myself. Now, is there any other new business? Is there any other new business? Is there any other new business? Hearing no other new business to come before the 2020 Mason Area Chamber of Commerce annual meeting, the meeting is now adjourned. Now we will turn the program back over to John Grocki. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Jeff. Well done. And thanks to everyone who has served the chamber and who is currently looking forward to serving. Appreciate all the hard work that goes into it. The next person on our agenda, though, is Sarah, our chamber director. And go ahead, Sarah, when you're ready.
Good morning. I would like to begin with a thank you, as John said, to our sponsors. Dart Bank, of course, our presenting sponsor. Consumers Energy. Jessica, thank you for this morning. They are our event sponsor today, and UnoDeuce Multimedia helping in the background with production, our co-host. Here we are again this morning for another good virtual Good Morning Mason. I know not the most ideal networking event, but I'm so happy to see that so many of you chose to spend this morning with us here on Zoom. For a quick chamber update, effective this Monday, the MACC office will be closed to the public. We are only open by appointment only. We have a strict protocol and COVID plan in place. This is for staff. We're checking temperatures and logging results. For those stopping in by appointment, masks are required. And visitors answer a series of COVID questions, take their temperature, and leave contact information. Very exciting, our first ever hometown holiday contest starts this weekend on Saturday. This is on the back end of the Hocus Pocus contest. That was such a huge hit in Mason. We have 50 light poles that have been adopted by local businesses and families for decorating. We are hoping this can bring a sense of the holiday spirit to Mason. Poles will be decorated downtown and down Cedar Street. They will stay decorated through Christmas. And this event is sponsored by Vision Real Estate. So thank you to Vision. This contest will also tie into our big shopping weekend following Thanksgiving. Black Friday, now also called Plaid Friday, Small Business Saturday, and Cider or Cyber Monday will all be promoted by our local businesses through individual promotions. We are going to continue to encourage shopping local and supporting small business. There has never been a more crucial time to buy gift cards, shop through curbside to go, or even call to book a shopping appointment for those that are high risk or just nervous. It's very easy to purchase through Amazon with Prime, purchasing online. However, we will help save small business together by focusing on our local stores for goods and services. And you can help by having that conversation with every person that you know and encourage them to shop small alongside you. We do have some really big news for Mason. Kendra Patterson of Michigan Barnwood and Salvage will be representing both the Michigan Retailers Association and Mason alongside the governor today in a live conference at 3 p.m. She will be promoting shopping local. And then finally, our MACC Christmas member mixer is canceled, but we will be hosting a silent virtual auction. This holiday silent auction will start November 30th at 1 p.m. and will end December 10th at 1 p.m. Sheridan Realty and Auction will be sponsoring their services. A huge thank you to them. They will be hosting this event on their auction website, and all proceeds will go to the chamber. So we have more information on our website at masonchamber.org. And that was all I have. Thanks, John.
Thank you, Sarah. You know, Mason really is, I think, just one of the most beautiful places in the world at Christmas time. And I know there's a few of our traditional elements that we're not going to have this year with COVID and everything else. But I think that the way that we all support each other, Mason is still one of the most tremendous places to be this time of year. And I know that I'm thankful to be a part of what Mason is, and hopefully everyone else here is as well. With that, Mayor Whipple is next on our agenda, and go ahead.
Well, good morning. It's been a while since I've seen almost all of you, so it's kind of nice at least to see some faces. In the city, like the chamber, the city is now appointment only at the city hall. That started this week with the intent of protecting our employees. We have had or have seen several cities around the area that have had trouble where they've had pockets of COVID go through, and it pretty much killed all their employees' ability to work. So they didn't have anybody around. So we're trying to keep people separated as much as possible. And so until further notice, City Hall is only open by appointment. The phones are manned during the day, during normal business hours. So anybody who wants to call can get a hold of somebody. We've also set up something with the city to deal with this fact that people can pay their bills, city bills now through commercial bank, through the drive-through, because I believe the bank's lobby is also closed. So that's something that we're trying to do to make it a little bit easier for people to deal with the city when they can't come into City Hall. You may have noticed, if you've been around town lately, we're picking up leaves, and that's going to continue, I'm guessing, for at least another week or two until we get them all picked up or until the snow stops us. And it's that time of year when we ask anybody who's interested in serving the city to apply for one of our boards and commissions. We have several openings on our sign code and building code board of appeals, on the Local Development Finance Authority, the Historic District Commission, and our Zoning Board of Appeals. If you're interested in any of that, get a hold of me or contact City Hall. I can get you the application, which also describes each board and gives a little indication of what they do. Most of these boards are not a huge time commitment because most of them meet on an as-needed basis, and most of the time they're not needed. So, but if you want to be part of making the city of Mason run, these boards and commissions have a big part in that. City will be taking on in springtime or late winter, rewriting our master plan. So I'm expecting that we will be soliciting input from people such as yourselves and others in the community on putting together the master plan for the city. So keep your eyes out for that call, because I'm pretty sure we're going to have a number of events where we'll have people come in and give us their input on things. The city, I don't know if anybody's heard about this, but the city police department is trying to raise the funds to not purchase, but fund a canine dog for the police department to help with. This would be a dog that would deal with basically finding people or finding bombs, not a drug dog. But it's an opportunity the city's had presented to itself where we would obtain the dog for nothing from the animal control, but there's some upfront costs that the police department needs to raise money for, and they're getting some help from the Rotary Club on that. So if you see something that looks kind of like this right here, if I can show it, Mason Canine, that's their solicitation to raise money. And hopefully the community supports that. It's something that we look at as, first of all, it is an asset to the city. We do need a dog a few times a year. I say a few, maybe 20 to 30 times a year. We need a dog. Also, it's looked at as a community outreach benefit, as well as a way to give our officers one more thing to feel that they can broaden their skill set on. And the last thing is, you would never know that we have a pandemic going on if you looked at the number of building permits that are active in the city of Mason. There's around 20 fairly major projects going right now. So that's a good thing. And that's the most that I've seen in a very long time. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you, sir. Exciting news on the permits. Good to hear life continues for so many of us. And I certainly hope our dog finds a lot more people than bombs. We've got, hey, boy, it's been a long time since I got to introduce Doug Klein at Good Morning Mason. Doug, go ahead.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good to see everybody again. One of the things that since I retired a year ago from the chamber that people have asked me is, why did you join the Lions Club? I know all of the service clubs in the area very, very well. And people ask, why did you choose Lions Club to join? Well, I wanted to tell you this morning the reason why. First of all, in my family, we have people who have vision challenges, and that's one of the special things that the Lions Club pays attention to. I also know that from before that they help with the Mason Food Bank. They do the flowers on the State Street Bridge. And they've helped the Mason High School and Promise Scholarships and Ingham County Fair. And they do a Leo's Club over at the Mason Middle School. So I knew about all of those things, but I found out a few more things about the Lions Club. First of all, they were the oldest service organization in the country. They started over 100 years ago. And our own Mason Lions Club is 75 years old, a little over 75 years old. So it's been around a long time too. Besides that vision and hearing assistance, they also still are involved with recycling eyeglasses and hearing aids. So if you've got extra of those, just let me know. We have started a new diabetes awareness program. So that's one of our new causes for the Lions Club. And currently we have an M36 step challenge going on to support the American Diabetes Association. One of the other reasons why I joined the Mason Lions Club is that they have evening meetings. They only meet twice a month. Yeah, I know I'm lazy now. I'm retired. But they only meet during the school year as well. So those are a few things that attracted me to this particular club. I'm currently serving as the Lions Club secretary because I'm a glutton for punishment, as you all know. So that's the update from Mason Lions Club. And thank you for letting me tell you why I'm a member. John?
Thanks, Doug. Great to see you. And next we have Melissa Ney from Greater Lansing Visitors Bureau. Go ahead, Melissa.
Good morning, everyone. Just want to echo a little bit about what Sarah had talked about and the importance of shopping local right now. We at the Greater Lansing Convention Visitors Bureau are the tourism arm of this area, and we have suffered greater than probably any other type of business in the world. We support restaurants, shopping establishments, hotels, and anybody that works with a tourist that comes to our area. So obviously there are not tourists coming to our area. Typically we see 5.3 million visitors that visit the whole region. And right now we're seeing very, very little. Right now our hotels are looking at about a 40% occupancy. That was for last month. It'll probably drop into the 20s, maybe even in the teens with the fact that we're on a pause right now. So giving your support to local businesses is key to making these places survive. First off, I'm going to touch on restaurants. We have a list of restaurants that you can support through takeout right now, since they are all on a pause and cannot have indoor service, but we are going to be nice the next couple of days. We have a blog coming out. It's not quite ready yet, but for outdoor dining, because that is still an option. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s the next couple of days. So go out and support these places. And I'm going to put a notion into your minds to think too about who you have gone to restaurant wise and asked for a gift card for that auction or any type of gift that you may have needed and wanted that restaurant to donate to you. Donate back to them. Go visit those restaurants. Go visit your local supporters of your chambers or our organization, anything like that, because those are the people that we really need to support the most right now. There's a lot of restaurants, they don't really give back to the community. We need to support the ones that give back to us and make sure that we are thriving in these areas. Another one is shopping. Shop local. Shop as local as possible this year. Jeff Bezos, he's got tons of money. He doesn't need any more. We're good. We need to support Keens. We need to support the best sellers, all of our local community places as well. And if you're going to go shop outside of Mason, go downtown. Lansing has a great shopping. We have a blog that we just put up, and I'll put some of these in the comments so that you can see. Old Town, Williamston, great places to shop. Lots of local options at those places as well. And then the last thing that I'm going to touch upon is with our hotels. Many of you are working from home right now. You might have 6 or 7 people working from home within your house when you include your kids doing virtual school. The hotels are offering work from hotel options so that if you have a big project that you need to get done or something along the lines that you need to be away from people, you can patron one of our hotels. They are offering a hotel room that is nicely cleaned with high-speed internet for as little as $50 for the day. Usually it's a 6 a.m. check-in to a 6 p.m. checkout. You get access to all of their amenities, and I'll put that information in the chat as well. But that's a great way to support your local hotels right now while they're struggling as well. And that's all I've got. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Melissa. I know it feels incredibly overwhelming to a lot of people and not knowing the best ways to help, but I think for so many small businesses, it really is all those little things that Melissa just mentioned, buying the gift cards, getting the takeout, all the things like that does make a huge difference. So everybody doing their part helps us get back to hopefully a world that we want to get back to. So next we have our Mason Superintendent, Mr. Drzewicki. Are you there? There you go, all yours.
Thank you, John, and good morning, everyone. I do want to kind of plug the canine efforts that the city and the police department are attempting right now. We've used the canine over the years at the schools, and it would be awesome if we had that resource right here in Mason. And I think that'd be a great addition to our team at City Hall and also, our city of Mason. Just to give you a little update with the schools for those of you that don't know, we were 4 weeks into in-person learning for our elementary schools and 2 weeks in for in-person learning for our middle school students. And high school in-person plan was approaching, and we were excited about getting kids back into school. And unfortunately, we did obviously have to take a step backwards. And hopefully that step is only for a short period of time. We were having struggles in the last few weeks with staffing. Obviously, with the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services order shutting down high schools until the middle of December, obviously our case counts here in the 48854 zip code caused us to make a decision to go remote and distance learning until January. Now we've been hearing from others and certainly feeling that our remote programming is doing really well, but we all know that we need kids back into school, and so we're hoping to do that as early January, and we just need everyone to stay home, stay safe, and mask up. Other than that, stay tuned. We're going to be having more discussions as a board and as a administrative team in December, and then early January, hopefully get things back open for our families. We know how important that all is. So other than that, that's all I have to say. And again, I'd like to just reiterate all the comments out there to encourage your friends. I think we all get it here on the call, but everything that we can do to get our people, our family members, our friends, our neighbors to shop locally, I think is extremely important during this time. And it will be for probably months to come. So thank you all and have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir. Good to see you. Okay, moving along, we've got Mark from Orthopedic Rehab. Mark, are you there?
Yes, I am. Thanks for having us on this morning. I also wanted to introduce Barb Claiborne, who's on the call with me today from our Leslie ORS clinic that just opened in May. We just wanted to share with you that we, as a company, have been around for 33 years, started in the Jackson area, but more recently, as a fact, Monday of this week, we opened a West Lansing clinic to service the West Lansing Grand Ledge areas, as well as our Okemos clinic in Holt. And then we also opened the one in Leslie. So we joined the Mason Chamber earlier this year, prior to COVID. And it was our intention to do what we've been doing all over mid-Michigan for 33 years, which is to support our schools and our communities. We have our athletic trainers in the Mason schools and in Leslie schools. We support the Wilson Talent Center and the physical therapy students that are involved there. And we've been in Holt since 2009. So in this moment, we're just trying to share with everyone that our clinics are open and available for physical therapy treatments, injury, pain, workers situation when you work injuries and auto accidents. I mean, things that are happening, but basically just trying to motivate people to move. Right now in the lockdown scenarios, people tend to get a little comfortable in their homes, and they tend to eat wrong, and they tend to not move like they used to, and they just get used to a certain pattern of life that is not good for the body. And so we are trying to maintain that communication and connection to our communities, let them know that physical therapy clinics of any kind are here for you and open. And we have several locations around Mason that we'd be happy to take those patients in and work with them throughout the next few weeks and months. And just as supportive as we can always be. We've been a sponsor of sports and schools for several years around this area, and we will continue to do that as we help support the Mason community. And we're proud to be the new Leslie Clinic, and Barb's going to do a great job there. So thanks for your time this morning. We just wanted to let you know we're here for everyone, and there's several locations you can choose from for your convenience. And please come see us if we can help you. If you know family members that need to be moving, we can help them do that. So thanks for your time this morning.
Thanks, Mark. There's 30 or 40 of us on this call, but every now and then you feel like a speaker is talking directly to you. And having good behaviors and patterns and habits at home is something hopefully not just me struggling with. But next we have, I was excited when I saw this on the agenda, Charlotte Kivington. Charlotte from USA Striking Arts and Self-Defense. Go ahead, Charlotte. Is Charlotte here?
I don't see her, John.
Oh man, I was excited for that one. All right. Anybody else know anything about striking arts that wants to share? Okay, we'll move ahead. These jokes don't work well on virtual meetings. I can't hear what anybody's saying. So Meegan Winters from Able Eyes. Is Meegan here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, Meegan.
I am Meegan Winters. I'm actually a 99 Mason grad and started a company called Able Eyes about 3 years ago. And actually, first of all, before I get started, what Melissa said about supporting businesses, that was really powerful, Melissa. As a grad from Mason, we had our 20-year reunion last year, and so many local businesses were so willing to give us gift cards and things to raffle off. So I hope to give back to those businesses. And also to Ron, as a former school administrator, my heart goes out to you, and so appreciative for everything that you and your team and teachers are doing. So now back to my business. So Able Eyes, we provide virtual tours of public places such as restaurants, retail, schools, really literally anything that's open to the public for the purpose of accessibility. So my heart comes from a place of accessibility because I was a special education teacher for many years. I taught students on the autism spectrum. And also one of my dear friends who has since passed was a wheelchair user. And so I had a chance to firsthand experience accessibility from her perspective as well, because we lived together in college. So now, though, although I never want to lose vision of what we do and why we do it, COVID has changed that for everybody. It's not just accessibility, it's everybody's now nervous and unsure going into businesses. Businesses look different, they're changing, they're set up to meet guidelines, and people are just really unsure. So having the ability to kind of walk through and explore. So for someone that doesn't know what a virtual tour is, excuse me, like what you see on Google Maps, where you can kind of click through the streets. Well, it's the inside of the business. Or if you're house hunting and you can click through the house, that's what we're doing. But like I said, for businesses, we are currently providing tours in 49 out of 50 states. So we are really getting out there and having an incredible reach and so much support. And I'm really grateful for the support in Mason. If you want to look at our website, it's ableeyes.org. We have some local tours of Daryl's Bestsellers, The Vault, Keen's, Daily Scoop, and then, like I said, all over the US. So I'm excited to be a part of this chamber and get to know all of you.
Wonderful. Thank you, Meegan. Okay, and next, I think, let's see here, Meegan Brew, clinic manager from Peak Performance. Meegan, are you there?
I am. Thank you for having me on. I am a physical therapist and I'm a clinic manager here at Peak Performance Physical Therapy here in Mason. We opened our clinic here on October 15th, and we just wanted to let you guys know we're here to serve all of your physical therapy needs here in the community. We are a locally female-owned, nationally recognized physical therapy practice, and we believe no one should be in pain. We use our hands-on approach to treat all kinds of conditions in our community. We believe in infusing collaboration, compassion, and education into every appointment and relationship that we build. Myself and my colleague, Dr. Tiffany Stutzman, are here to serve you guys here in the Mason community. We treat all sorts of conditions, and I just wanted to point out a couple specialties that we did have. Tiffany specializes in pelvic floor physical therapy and also dry needling, and I specialize in pediatrics. And then I wanted to touch base on how we're handling everything with the rise of COVID. We are committed to continuing to meet the needs of all of our patients and keeping everybody safe. We're utilizing the highest level of sanitation and screening. We're taking temperatures, we're screening for any sorts of symptoms for staff and everybody who enters our clinic. We're also offering telehealth appointments to make sure that people can still come in if they're either fearful of, coming in contact with more people than they need to, or if they're experiencing symptoms themselves, they can still get care from us. We can also work on that home environment and that work from home setup that's just not ideal. we all found that perfect setup at work, and we just haven't found it for home. And it looks like it's going to be a little bit before we get back to our offices. So if you're starting to experience pain because you're now working from home from a laptop, come in and see us and we can help you out. Thank you for having me on this call today. And I'm so excited to become part of this amazing community and getting to know each and every one of you.
Thanks, Megan. Excited to have you here. That was everything on my agenda that I can see. We're a few minutes behind schedule here, but we'll open it up if there's, I'm not sure the best way to do this, but if there's anything important that anybody wants to share this morning, we'll take a moment here just to see.
The Mason Museum is going to be open a few more Saturdays from 1 to 3, but we will be doing by appointment in January and February and be closed after the holidays in November and December. But if you're interested, go to their Facebook page. There's more information there.
Thanks, Doug. Anyone else? Okay, well, that's going to do it then. We're going to wrap up our second edition of Virtual Good Morning Mason here. I want to thank everyone for coming. I think we'll continue doing this. I'm not sure when the next one's going to be on the calendar for, but we'll be sure to get invites out to everyone, I'm sure. And in the meantime, everyone out there, stay safe and stay healthy, and we'll look forward to seeing everyone back.
Can I make one really quick announcement?
Go ahead.
Sorry. Good morning, everybody. I'm Megan with Trade Network, but I won't do an introduction necessarily for Trade Network. Most people know who I am and what I'm doing, but we work with just local based business. So all over. And I just want to double back on Melissa. There is a new app that's going to be coming live in Michigan, either today or tomorrow. It's called Frugal. I can put that in the note chats, but that actually helps support our restaurants. It's not a texting service, but it's a proximity marketing. And we're doing that a lot with probably over 50 restaurants that are in the local area. So that will help you to know like who is around you. So if you want to go out to eat there, and there'll be a live button for you to be able to order like takeout to go. So that helps for you to know who's still in business and doing takeout. It's called Frugal. And so it's just coming live in Michigan and Chicago, I think today or tomorrow. And so we're actually working with them to help support our local restaurants. So keep a lookout for that. I would take a moment to download it, and it'll just allow you to see wherever you are proximity wise, who's still in business and able to support them.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan.
That was great. Yeah, you're welcome. Good to see everybody this morning.
Hey, John, I've got a couple questions.
Yes, go ahead.
A quick one for Doug Klein. Doug, how do I get my glasses to you?
The best way right now is to stop by my house at 617 Randolph and stuff them in the bottom of my mailbox.
In the bottom of your mailbox, okay?
That's right, right on the street. Yep, that's what people are
All
doing.
right. Then if Russ Whipple is still with us, I have a question for him. Well, then I'll have a question for anyone else that might know the answer. I'm interested to know if there's any progress with the building next to the courthouse pub. Is that one of the building permits?
No. That building, the last I knew, the owner is just basically, waiting, holding pattern, wait and see pattern to see if opportunities for financial assistance to redevelop that ever come around. But no, there's nothing in the works right now on the old shoe store. I assume that's what you're talking about, the old shoe store.
It is. Thank you. I don't like the answer, but thank you for the information.
I don't either.
Okay, I'm not seeing any other hands up, the best I can look at least. And so we'll let everyone go, enjoy their day. And like I said, we'll look forward to seeing everyone back next time.